friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news and insights from the world of football. The UEFA Europa League was a platform where Arsenal can showcase their talent. This was a huge opportunity coming back to European competition after a season without any competitions. And this was one of those competitions where Mikel Arteta had to make a statement because after finishing fifth last season, it was up to him that how he delivers this season. And coming up against a very unpredictable side in FC Zurich in round one of their opening fixture in Group A in a very cold, chilly night in Switzerland, what were we expecting? We were expecting a very dominant performance, Arsenal on the front foot, and everything will be rosy and beautiful on the eye. However, this is what happens when you don't spend in the summer transfer window. We always were looking for a defensive midfielder, we were looking for a right winger, and we were looking for a backup goalkeeper. However, Mikel Arteta has his own plans and he has set up his team. And as soon as I saw the starting lineup, I was just perplexed. What I saw was a team which was officially the second string squad, and the kind of difference in quality which is there between the first team and the second string side is just unbelievable. To be honest, yes, I was expecting Turner to start ahead of Ramsdale because Turner has not been getting any game time. I expected Kieran Tierney to start. I did expect Sambi Lokonga and Granit Xhaka to start. But looking at Fabio Vieira, people were thinking, oh, this is the next big deal. He's the next Mesut Ozil, and he's the Portuguese midfielder who has come to take the Emirates by storm. And guess what, my friends? Whatever Arsenal spent for this, rookie midfielder, it is just peanuts. And what we are getting is nothing. I have seen enough of this guy already. And we have seen in the past that even when he was playing for the under 23s, he was, bullied away. He's not very physical. Yes, he's technically quite gifted. He can play through the lines. But whenever he got the ball, FC Zurich's players were on him. He was not getting time and space. He was not able to use his creativity. And this is what happens when a player is not getting game time. He is not getting used to the environment, and he is not, having that sharpness to perform in the main stage. And that is exactly what we saw with Fabio Vieira. Yes, he was quite loose on some of his passes. He could have been physically quite good, and that could have helped Arsenal in many ways. And talking about the strike force, Eddie Nketiah and Marquinhos were there in the starting lineup. I did expect Bukayo Saka to take some rest because it is not good for a 21-year-old to just be performing week in week out on a consistent basis and be starting games. And as soon as the first whistle blew, I was expecting Arsenal to start on the front foot. Yes, there were a couple of scares where Matt Turner could have easily ricocheted the ball into his own goal. However, Arsenal were very lucky not to be 1-0 down, and instead on the other end, on a swift counter-attack, Marquinhos makes it 1-0 to the Arsenal. And after that, I was expecting just game management. Yes, it could have been 2 or 3, but you can just see that that cutting edge is just not there. And it was an absolute shambles going into the break after the way Eddie Nketiah conceded that penalty. He's not having the presence of mind that a Zurich player is there next to him. He just tries to kick the ball when the ball is mid-air, and the Zurich player comes in between the ball and Eddie Nketiah and gets the foul. The referee has no option. It's a clear penalty, 1-1 at the break. And I was expecting Arsenal to start once again on the front foot. This is what we have seen with this team. Whenever the going gets tough, especially this season, they have found a way to respond. And this is exactly what happened in the second half. There were a string of chances, but finally Marquinhos this time found Eddie Nketiah to make it 2-1 to the Gunners. Yes, the phone bell started ringing and everyone was looking like it could be a complete annihilation of the Swiss side even after Gabriel Jesus Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka came onto the pitch. I felt that Martinelli at times could have been better with his finishing. He was trying bicycle kicks in the first half inside the penalty box, and in the second half he was not quite threatening enough. He was keeping hold of the ball. He was winning those fouls in the middle third, but he was not able to penetrate through the wing like the way we are used to seeing him in the Premier League. And that is sometimes down to the confidence of the player. Yes, he is quite energetic on the pitch. I have always said that he is the next Alexis Sanchez for Arsenal. And every one of you who believe that he is the next big deal, yes, you are right, my friends. We have seen Arsenal enough under Mikel Arteta, and we cannot judge a book by its cover. However, whatever we have seen so far is a sign of clear progress, and this project will take a hell of a lot of time. And to be honest, starting off with 3 points in the Europa League, he would be really happy. And there were no injury scares as well, because you know my feelings about this club. Whenever there is an injury, whenever there is a kind of chaos in the first team, there is always unpredictability. And what does that lead to? That leaves us very short in all the areas of the pitch. It's not just the defense, it's not just the midfield, but also in terms of the attack. Whatever I have seen of Arsenal, whenever they field a second string side, it is just curtains. And that is why I'm not getting carried away by the fact that they are still top of the table in the Premier League and they have had a winning start to the UEFA Europa League. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, and hopefully, Arsenal is on the right track, and things get under control and they are able to string a couple of victories which can bolster their confidence, galvanize the entire squad, and they can go on a winning run. And what does that winning run ultimately lead to? Nothing. As long as Arsenal don't win silverware, I will never be happy as an Arsenal fan. And that is why I feel that Mikel Arteta is still inept. Yes, he won us the FA Cup, but with this squad, he has a very monumental task in front of him. And if he doesn't buy players, at least in the January transfer window, especially with the World Cup coming in, I'm sorry to say that Arsenal will not even finish in the top four. This is how desperate things have become, and we are just hoping for the likes of Granit Xhaka to stay fit. Can you just imagine what kind of plea Arsenal are in? That is the kind of plight that Arsenal are in. And if you look at the entire squad, yes, the average age is just 24 or 25. But if you look at, our holistic project going forward, the youth project, trust the process, where is the backing by the board? And even though Arsenal won, I'm happy. 3 points in the bag, away from home, in a cold chilly night in Switzerland. I'm not happy by the recruitment process, because all Arsenal fans were craving for, squad depth, and we clearly lack the midfield. We clearly lack a right winger, and Bukayo Saka is being overstretched, overburned, and I don't know what kind of adjectives to use for Bukayo Saka. And everyone as an Arsenal fan are still feeling quite confident. They are slightly confident, I would say, but things have to move on in the positive direction. I'm just hoping that none of our first team players get injured, and if they do, it is going to be curtains for Arsenal, because we saw just yesterday the second string squad is just full of deep shit, and if that is continuing in the Europa League, I'm sorry to say Arsenal will be a dismal state of affairs. So guys, please let me know what are your thoughts about the Gunners. Do you still think that Arsenal is capable enough to challenge for a title this season with this squad? Let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, please do not forget to hit the like button, share it amongst your friends and network, and hit the bell notification for regular updates. So until next time, stay safe and take care.